Hello everyone, I'm Camila and today I'm going to be doing the term test revision. And first, I'd just like to apologize. My voice is a bit rough. I had a cold in the past few days and my voice has not recovered. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at mostly definitions from all the vocabulary that we've seen this bimester, excluding the ones that we already seen for the avaliação especial. And again, vocabulary is mostly just memorizing and just knowing the definitions. So I just put together all the definitions that you can find on Moodle, and we're going to revise through them very quick. Surges up, to increase suddenly. So the sun surges up on the horizon. The sun is rising very quickly. Pours through, to flow or stream through some place or thing. Brakes, to make a vehicle go slower or stop. So she hit the brake, she stopped the car. Steers, to control the direction of a vehicle. The steering wheel, o volante, is what you use to steer a car or a bus or whatever. Conceals, to hide. Dent, a small hollow mark left on a surface caused by being hit. Steep, raising or falling at a sharp angle, very high. Overseas, in, from, to other countries. Hit it off, to like each other immediately. Reckons, to think or believe. Okay, next up, another box of vocabulary. A scrap, a small piece or amount of something, especially one that is left over after a greater part has been used. Dazzled, amazed or overwhelmed by a particularly impressive quality. Ascension, this is very similar to Portuguese, the act of rising to an important position or higher level. Clamor, a loud and confusing noise, especially that of people shouting vehemently. Geriatric, relating to old people, especially with regard to their health care, so a geriatric surgeon, he treats old people. A beacon of hope, something or someone that holds the promise of hope, like the light at the end of the tunnel has a similar meaning. This is the vocabulary that you can find on exercise 9A on page 120. To crave or to hanker after, to feel a powerful desire for something. To be held in high esteem, to be respected and admired. Renowned, famous, celebrated. To pay your dues, to experience difficulties before success. To become an overnight success or shoot to fame. To become very successful very quickly. To have aspirations, to have hope or ambition of achieving something. To be set on, to be determined to do something. To serve an apprenticeship. To learn a job or skill by working for a particular period of time for someone who has a lot of experience. To be on the spotlight or to be the center of attention. To get a great deal of public attention. Okay, now we're going to see some expressions. To have a burning desire, to want to get or achieve something very much. To hit the big time, to become very successful and famous. To be a legend of your lifetime, to have an extraordinary level of fame and reputation while still alive. To hog the limelight, to monopolize the public attention. To set your heart on something, to have a strong ambition, need, or wish. A stroke of luck, something good that happens to you by chance. To pay off, to result in success. A one-hit wonder, something or someone who achieves success for only one piece of work, for example, a movie, a song. Next, this is the vocabulary from page 122. Haggling, arguing to agree on the price of something. Establish common goals. Find out what you both want. Make compromises. Accept less than you originally wanted in order to reach an agreement. Defer, delay until a later date. Bluff, pretend something in order to achieve what you want. Tactful, careful about what you say so you don't upset or embarrass anyone. Make concessions. Let the other person have something in order to reach an agreement. Make compromises and make concessions have similar meanings. But let's build a scenario. For example, you have Mary trying to sell something. She wants to sell it for $5, and John wants to buy it for $2. Mary can compromise and let John have the thing for just $2, but also John can make a concession and let Mary have his $5. Okay, so now we're going to check out the exercises. Okay, so which alternative contained the collocation wrongly used according to the context given? A. A legend in his lifetime, Mr. Fury embodied many contradictions. A loner who had many friends cutting across party and ideological lines, and a socialist who had many capitalists as friends. B. Because of the late change of plans, the wedding was paid off before 3 other couples marrying at the Gwynedd Hall at Windsor on Saturday and will begin at 12:30 p.m. C. The actress set her heart on acting when she was 13, and like many kids, was obsessed with Disney and stoked her passion on Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place, Camp Rock. D. Despite her love of the state, Iris craved intellectual outlets, and until the war she traveled constantly, usually alone. E. Black Clover did not become an overnight success, but it was able to overcome all the odds. The popular series explored the world of anime because of its extremely successful manga. So I've had importance for us to first highlight all the collocations. So, a legend in his lifetime. Paid off. Set her heart. Craved. An overnight success. And if we take a look, a legend of his lifetime makes sense because we're talking about Mr. Fury and all the success he had while still alive. B. Paid off here does not make sense because the wedding did not result in success. So we already know it's B, but we're going to keep going. C. The actress set her heart on acting, so she was determined to be an actress, so it's right. D. Despite her love for the state, Iris craved intellectual outlets, so she really wanted. E. The Black Clover did not become an overnight success, so it was not successful very quickly, so it was right. So answer B. Next, and the last one. Complete the sentences below with the word that best fits the context given. 1. Our exotic journey brings us closer to the culture, heritage, and wild places of Bali, focusing on those special locations that are off the track. When we're talking about track, there's an expression that we've seen this bimester, which is the beaten track. 2. Sebastian Vettel may need to rely on of luck at the next Grand Prix on Sunday if the German wants to keep alive his hopes of claiming the 5th Formula 1 title. Even the victory may be a case of too little, too late for the Ferrari driver. So when we're talking about luck, there's an expression that we've seen before today, which is a stroke of luck. So something good that happened at random. 3. Living on my own in a foreign country was learning experience. I felt that I am coming back home much more independent and mature. I can't thank my parents enough for the opportunity. So a valuable learning experience is the correct answer. Okay, and this was the end. And I just like to say that both these exercises are from the end of term revision that the teacher posted on Moodle. So make sure to go do that and check that out. It's very good for you to see where you're lacking and what you didn't understand, and it's a great way for you to revise for the term test. And also, good luck on the Prova Bimestral.